Hello. Happy New Year 2019. I'm pretty excited. This year is going to be absolutely amazing and fabulous. And to start off the year is my birthday month of January. And who decided to come join me all month? Who wanted to come play? But the plants. I mean, they're often playing with me as I use them very almost with every client I work with. They come out in some way, shape, or form through meditations, through internal, through energetic dosing, through therapeutic dosing, through imagery. They just love to come and play, and they are so powerful. So they are helping me celebrate January. Way to kick off the year. So every day I'll be popping on either live or with a written, mostly live, mostly popping on to have a little discussion with you. And I would love your comments, your feedback, anything that comes up, any questions that you have about the plants that I'm discussing. If you want to work together, let me know. Let's have a talk. I offer a free 1 hour to talk and just see how we jive, to see if what I have can help you get to that space that you were looking to go to. So what am I? What am I? I am Hillary, and I am a divine being. Who am I? I am Hillary Raven Porter. I am an integrative healer and an ascension guide and mentor. So I draw from the many modalities that I have, from acupuncture and TCM therapy and guidance to crystal therapy to the plant spirit world, to meditation, to movement, to channeled guidance as a spiritual intuitive. All of these places I draw from to do customized sessions for you to move you over that threshold. I work with people that are releasing the patterns, that are releasing these things that are holding them back, that are awakening into their life, into the spiritual realm, into themselves. They're awakening into their inner truth. It's an inner truth. You think it's always there, but we don't always recognize it. Or we've had so many things interwoven on top of us that we forgot that it existed. So I help people move into those spaces. I help people move into those worlds. I help guide them. I walk with them. I'm gentle, but I'm also firm, right? Because sometimes we give ourselves the bullshit. And we're like, no, I don't need that, or I'm good. It's harder to hide when somebody is there keeping you accountable. So that is what I do. Yes, that is what I do. But today, so you can see I'm in my Snugsies. I often pop on here in my messy bun and my sweatshirt. I'm in my home and it's comfortable, and I want you to be comfortable too. You know, take off your shoes if you want. Put on some slippers. Get cozy. Right? Okay. Plus my kidlet's having a nap. He's been down for like 3 hours. Thank you, New Year's. It's just giving me some space to do these kinds of things, to jump on with you. I mean, he's beautiful in the videos too. He comes in and he loves talking with you guys and sharing with you guys. He was great with the Gratitude in Motion Challenge this fall. Speaking of which, so I might tangent, which you already may know of me. But speaking of which, Gratitude in Motion 3.0 is happening over in the Integrated Spirit. So the Integrated Spirit is a private Facebook group to deal with all things spiritual awakening, moving forward, moving up, helping peel back those patterns, anything and everything that is affecting you in this moment, the metaphysical, all of those things, the physical, because it's all connected. But that is happening over there. So it'll be 31 days. So it's not 30 days, it's 31 days. For the whole month of January, we'll be jumping on every day and prompting you for pieces of gratitude to change your mindset into an abundance mindset. So you can come join us over there, private group, click on it, say, hey, I want to join. I'll take a peek and let you in. Okay, but today I'm here. This is where these are happening, is here and on Instagram. And today we have Borage. Borage officinalis. So this plant, you've probably seen it because it actually is around quite a bit. And it's this beautiful bluish indigo, my favorite color. And it's like a star, it's like a shooting star shape. Like it's got this little drop and it's got these, like, I want to say 5. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's got kind of like furry leaves and like a stem. So anyways, borage. First thing they taught us many, many moons ago was borage for courage. Great, but what does that even mean? So borage for courage, because it helps you step over those places of fear to move you forward. If you're just like, oh, I've got this situation, I have this experience that's coming up, I have this interaction that I'm nervous about. I'm having a hard time stepping into it. I'm having a hard time using my words. I'm having a hard time for asking what I need. Borage. I'm having a hard time dealing with my shadows. Borage. So Borage works on the adrenal system. Borage goes in, helps with your adrenals, right? Helps restore them. How do our adrenals get depleted? Our adrenals get depleted because we are overworked. Because we're go, 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 go. Because we were told that this is what has to happen in this culture, that this is how you make it in this world, and sometimes that's the only way you can actually survive, because maybe you're running 3 jobs. Maybe you have a family and you're working as well as taking care of that family, as well as creating a business or going to school. All of these things. So Borage is good for that, with some lifestyle and some other guidance as well. Of course, we need to switch things up. It'll help you go through these things, but we also want to make sure you're nourished to continue. We don't want to just give you this like boost. Oh, I hear somebody coming down the hallway. Speak of the devil. I'm just on live love, okay? Yeah, you can come over if you want, but just so you know. So Borage works on the adrenal system, okay? We want to work on other levels too, but Borage with the adrenal system. Where are the adrenals? The adrenals are on our kidneys. And what of our kidneys? Our kidneys in Chinese medicine are water and salty flavor. Well, Borage has that salinity to it, this little bit of saltiness and sweetness to it, to help nourish the kidneys. The emotion related to the kidneys, fear. What were we just talking about? Often we don't do these things that bring us courage, or not that bring us courage. We don't do these things where we're lacking courage because we have this fear. Kidneys and fear, salinity. Oh, look at these connections, these beautiful, beautiful connections. What else does Borage help us with? Borage also helps us with our digestion. So when we get this inflammation, it helps release this information, not release this inflammation, soothe this inflammation. So our digestion is not just about bringing food into our mouths and assimilating it. It is about that. Of course, we need nutrients. We need our body to be able to move forward. We need these nutrients to help us move forward and to keep us going. But it's also about how we're assimilating our environment. You have to think, even when we're eating, we're taking something from the environment, sticking in our mouths, and actually ingesting our environment. But how many times have you said in your life, oh, I'm just going to have to go think about that. I'm going to digest it a little bit. We're not actually taking anything physical and sticking it in our mouths. We're thinking about things. We're processing. Think about when you're stressed out. When we're stressed out, we can't digest, right? Because our fight, flight, or freeze comes into play. So all the blood is flowing elsewhere because we're in this state, the sympathetic state. So not only is it working on the assimilation level of actual nutrients into our digestion and into it through our body, but by working on this assimilation this way of our outer world, we're also going to be helping our assimilation of these other worlds, of these interactions within our body, of spiritual situations, of emotional situations, of physical situations. It's helping us process and digest and assimilate our outer world with our inner world. Something else Borage really helps us do is absorb iron. So when we are iron deficient, so if you picture this is like your vein. Let's say I can't point to it because excuse me, one hand is holding the phone. But picture this half full. What does that leave? It leaves this vacuous space. Half blood, half air. If you've ever been anemic, iron deficiency anemia, you know that state. You know the state if you haven't been that, where you feel this dizziness, this airiness, and you just can't quite focus. Kind of this swimming. Because you're not grounded. Why are you not grounded? Because you don't have enough blood. And whereas our iron in our blood, the ferritin levels in our blood, it's the iron in our blood. And if we don't have enough, we are not connected to the earth the way we need to be connected. like magnets, iron to iron, right? So here we go. Borage seems so simple. And plants do tend, and other things tend to get pegged with one thing, right? Like St. John's wort. If I say St. John's wort, what is the first thing you think of?
St. John's wort.
St. John's wort. So we think of depression because that's what it's touted for, but it has so many other properties, right? It's a great nerve restorative. It's also really good for your digestion too. But same thing with borage. Borage for courage, adrenals, great. But it's not just great for that. So it's great for, we talked about adrenals, but your courage to move forward, to step into those spaces that you're afraid to step over and into. Let's give it a little bit of courage. Your digestion, so you can assimilate the situations that are around you, can assimilate your environment. And your grounding, your earth grounding. And I do want to remind you that anytime, so I will be talking about these herbs all month, different herbs. I would love if you have any questions. Excuse me. If you have any questions, please send me a message. Don't hesitate. I can answer any of your questions regarding the herbs because we always, even though I'm giving these little snippets of what these plants can do, these are generals of how I use them. But with every person that I work with, I do customize. So I'm looking at their background, any medical conditions they have, any I was going to say chemicals they're on, but any medications they're on, any supplements they're on, all of those things, those all come into play when working out a formulation for you. And I want you to be safe. Okay? Meditate on these plants, all of that. But if ever you go into ingestion, yeah, seek the guidance of a trained practitioner. Okay? Me or someone else in your life. But I'm here to help. Okay, so oh my goodness. Got a little tickly going on. So that is all about borage. But again, I will be popping on tomorrow. I'm not quite sure who is going to want to come to play tomorrow. I have my lovely little list, and they're all just like, hey, today is all about me. So we will see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions, like I said, send me a message. Oh, there was something else. No, I think that is all for now. Okay, so much love and stardust. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.